friggin' thing!
What thing?
Where is he going?
Uh-oh, 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 big Pinor.
Hey! Hey, that could have killed me! Hey, guys! We missed! Get another!
Each Space Marine has a father, unlike you, a Primarch,
Oh,
which is basically
dang! Smash or pass? On Sanguinius, I'm not smashing Aurelia's man. Fulgrim, smash. Hard smash again, and then smash again. We have, by Mr. Belfast, every single Warhammer Space Marine Legion in a nutshell. This one's by Bricky.
To the people on the internet, the time has come. The reckoning begins. Your boy got himself a shaker cup.
He has a flavor too. Make sure to use discount code ChaCha. You can support 2 creators by buying his, he doesn't have the cup anymore, but his flavor, his tub flavor, buy that using discount code ChaCha. It's a pineapple flavor, really, really good.
After many, many months of shilling Gamersupps like mad, my favorite thing to do, we have ourselves a goddamn shaker cup. It's here, the official Bricky waifu shaker cup. Do you see the gal on here? If it's not great at focusing, I'm sure there'll be a thing in the background. Skater, put a thing in the background. Long white hair, absolutely. A bit more toned, abs, obviously. Bikini, hit it. Legally distinct mark on the face, of course. She wants you to do the diddle thing, maybe, but most likely to serve in a glorious army. Legally distinct, I think so. The Bricky Shaker Cup is available now, and you should get it while it is hot. But if you're thinking, Bricky, what should I put in this? Well, how about my top 10 favorite Gamersupps flavors? From number 1 to
Bricky, I have to analyze this list. Black cherry, peach cheese is good. Strawberry daiquiri, guacamole gamer fart 9000 is good. Cherry limesicle, it tastes like candy, it's fine. Emotional damage is good. It's out of stock right now. Blue raz, Strawberry lemonade is peak. Strawberry lemonade is, I don't know why this isn't higher in his list. My kids are addicted to strawberry lemonade. Like, I had to order 3 more tubs because my kids are addicted to strawberry lemonade. That one's amazing.
Number 10, all of them incredible, but listed regardless, and an addendum for those that are caffeine free. This shaker cup is available now in the description of this video. You may use code Bricky as well at checkout to get a discount on your order. A massive amount of profits goes to yours truly, and a huge thank you to Gamersupps for sponsoring and for getting me this beautiful, beautiful cup. Go out there and get it. I'm gonna take one more sip for the camera, slow it down, throw some sexy music in there, and I'll see you guys soon.
Is this supposed to be a thirst trap?
Hello everybody, my name is Bricky, currently stuck in the walls of the most prodigious school in the Imperium by punishment for falling asleep during class. God bless the Skull of Progenium. Many of you have come across my Every Faction Explained video.
And if you're new to some of my React content, Bricky is a really sweet friend of mine. I do merch with Bricky. I've reacted to some of his Warhammer 40k stuff. If you're familiar with Aurelia Tempest, she is a Warhammer 40k VTuber. She's amazing. Go check her out. Both of them are excellent if you're into the Warhammer 40k franchise. This is gonna be really cool. I'm excited to see what he has to say about all the Space Marines.
So firstly, thank you. Secondly, we are here to dig a little deeper. Space Marines are the quintessential poster boys of Warhammer 40,000. When people think 40k,
they're tall, big boys, and they're masked men, and I can appreciate them. They're big, they're strong, and all Xenos must die. Yeah, exterminatus.
They think Space Marines, but there are many types of Space Marines, formed from 20 separate legions. We are going to rattle them off in order and give you a quick rundown of each one. A disclaimer, like in my Every Faction Explained video, this is a mix of accuracy and memes. If I say the Salamander's Legion specializes in hugging children and petting puppies, they aren't exactly doing that, mostly.
Mostly.
I would like to pet this creature.
But you can infer that they care about civilians and are a bit kinder than the average Space Marine. A Space Marine being a genetically modified super soldier that's had 1 million new and terrifying organs shoved into them, refrigerators strapped to their bodies, and are so far above the average human that they are referred to as demigods instead. Each Space Marine has a father, unlike you, a Primarch, which is basically an even bigger Space Marine that was forged in a lab by the God Emperor of mankind, that gigantic golden
that big
dude.
guy. He turns into Bone Daddy. Yeah, for the Emperor. He's got really nice hair. Like, can I be real? Not to be a heretic right now, but like, he's got such nice hair, dude.
See everywhere, who is both the leader and now the martyr of humanity. The Primarchs are his 20 sons, built in a lab, who lead 20 legions of Space Marines, who are their sons. Not from a lab, but rather a dissection table, giving them the powers and skills of their associated Primarch via a gene seed, a special organ carrying the genetic makeup of their Primarch and, you know, their seed. So if Jagatai Khan of the White Scars has the genetic makeup that wants him to go really, really fast, then his sons, the Space Marines, also want to go really, really fast. I should note that I am only referring to the legions this time around. If you're interested in sub-factions like, let's say, the Black Templars, then it's not going to be here. However, I do have a excellent Black Templar video. I'd argue it's probably the most accurate one I can think of. It goes through the whole lore, everything about them. It's a very long video, and I'll put it in the description. Just look up Black Templar video in the description. You'll get what you need. And now, with the easy explanation out of the way, let us begin with our first legion. Dark Angels. Allegiance? Loyal.
No, they're not
Primarch
loyal.
Lionel Johnson, a duelist, a knight, a real asshole, I'm not gonna lie. The single word descriptor,
You are the sweetest
paranoid.
little cutie
The Dark
pie.
Angels are our first legion, hailing from the death world known as Caliban. Their Primarch, Lionel Johnson's what?
But why does he kind of look like Bricky? Is no one going to like point out the similarities? That Lion kind of looks like Bricky? Anyone? Anyone? I mean, you see it, right?
Happens when you try to make the side profile Chad meme into a genuine character. He is a master tier duelist, a brilliant strategist, and an overall dick. There are few situations he isn't prepared for, and few fights he isn't ready to lead head on. This makes the Dark Angels have a very Knights of the Round Table vibe. They look like the knights of old with these large suits of power armor, often donning robes and hoods. Their names also follow this. They have like Ezekiel, Azrael, Belial, Samuel, and so on. However, the common thing associated with Dark Angels are the Fallen, a part of their faction that turned traitor against the Imperium, and they are very heavily trying to expunge all knowledge of them from existence.
Why?
Fallen? What Fallen? Never heard of any Fallen. Do you know about the Fallen? We're gonna take you away and mind probe you to make sure you have never heard of the Fallen. They definitely don't exist, and if they do—
But they're so cool looking. Why are we expunging them from history? Why are we pretending they don't exist? Why? Because heresy? Man, freaking heretics.
who exist, which they don't. We will find them even though they don't exist. They love their interrogations. They thrive in it. Lionel Johnson is a scorched earth policy sometimes, and it's given to his sons in force, which makes sense considering that when the Lion heard of a Chaos Primarch on a homeworld different Primarch, whose mom was there, he was like, let's nuke it. The Dark Angels are a special group where they formulate themselves into 3 different factions. The Deathwing Terminators, slow-moving, tough phalanx. The Raven Wing, fast jet bikes and flyers. And the Green Wing, which is your standard Marines. They are a jack of all trades, but not in the sense where they're good at everything, but rather they have a lot of things that are good at specific things. Like instead of 20 people that have a multi-tool, they instead have 20 people with gigantic power tools for every job imaginable. If you like being suspicious about everyone and everything in your surroundings, but you also like to have a whole lot of deep knight type lore, run the Dark Angels.
The One Piece! The One Piece is real!
Our second legion is a special one.
Oh. Why does he look
If you can
traumatized?
see, yeah, the numbers all go.
Wait, what happened? Why are we skipping over the second legion? What happened? What happened? Why is it so bad that we don't talk about Bruno? They're all dead? They're all wiped? They don't exist? Man, we really don't talk about Bruno. Dang.
To 11.
The Emperor's Children. Allegiance, traitor. Primarch, Fulgrim, a perfectionist,
Oh, yeah,
an
Fulgrim.
artist, a sneaky snaky snake. And the single word descriptor, perfection.
But okay, but like Fulgrim is hot though. Guys, don't come for me. Fulgrim is hot though. So this is how I feel about like the Emperor's sons. Sanguinius is awesome, and I love Sanguinius. I think he's awesome and perfect and great. But that's Aurelia's man, and I'm not a homewrecker. So my next option is Cracks Knuckles. The really awful, way too into himself Fulgrim. Anyway.
The Emperor's Children are all about the pursuit of perfection. Perfection in all they do. Perfection in war, in artistry, and perfection in every other
love the
aspect
purple
of
armor.
life. Their armor is a gleaming pink, purple, and gold. Their ships have spires of gorgeous marble and gold statues in their honor.
I
Fulgrim
love-
is a man who believes the pursuit of perfection is the goal of all things. And I mean, look at him. Can you truly tell me that he is not perfect? The hair, the features. As Primarchs go, he is the one you look
I
at, and if
love
40K had a
Fulgrim.
guy that would give you the best sex you've ever had and never call you back, this is the
That's what I love about him. He looks toxic. He looks like the definition of toxic masculinity. We'd have a moment and then he'd leave me and I'd never see him again. Dude! It's so bad, guys. It's so bad. Is he bad for me? Absolutely. Would I? Would. Absolutely. Yeah.
fucking guy, which is why this pursuit of decadence led them to the evils of chaos. Yes, Emperor's Children are our first Chaos Legion, and not just a normal one devoted to, you guessed it, Slaanesh, the Prince of Pleasure, god of
I love the
unspeakable
Slaanesh.
excess.
We've talked about this before, that I'd probably end up being a Slaanesh. Smash or pass? On Sanguinius, I'm not smashing Aurelia's man. Fulgrim, smash. Hard smash again. And then smash again.
The Emperor's Children in their pursuit are now horrifyingly mutated beings through Slaanesh's great will. They torture and maim to feel perfection through pain. They screech and attack with sonic weaponry for perfection through sound. And they slaughter, aiming for perfection in war. Fulgrim himself lost the battle against Slaanesh as a demon sword corrupted his mind and transformed him into the sexy man he was.
Yeah, like there's Fulgrim before, and then there's Fulgrim after. I smash once, and then smash again. Would smash again as a Slaanesh. Dude, not even gonna lie. You know what he reminds me of? He reminds me of the devil dude from the movie Legend. I know you guys are gonna be like, heretic, but like, Tim Curry. Tim Curry's the Legend. Yeah, that devil guy would smash. No, I love that movie too. I'm sorry, but like, I'm not sorry. Tim Curry as the devil in The Legend, dude. Smash.
Into the sexy snake he is now. A demon Primarch, corrupted and bringing his legion's will by himself. As far as Emperor's Children go, they are some bad people. They do horrible things to anyone and everything. In fact, they're such trolls that their battle cry is for the Emperor, despite being horribly mutated and corrupted. If you've ever taken a little too much of a drug, or maybe the music at the concert was too loud and you didn't bring any earplugs, or whatever the reason, you just take all those things and you dial it, and you twist it, and the knob breaks. And that is the Emperor's Children.
Ooh, I love the little pink painted minis. Aren't these, shoot. I'm calling Aurelia.
Hi, what can I do for you?
I need to know what is the name of the really fabulous Custodes dudes? Are they like the Fab Stodies or Fem Stodies or something like that? What are they called?
They're called the Fab Stodies.
I love my friends. I love how I can just call them.
God is dead. God remains dead. And we have killed him.
The Iron Warriors. Allegiance, traitor. Primarch, Perturabo, a warlord, a siege smith, an incel. Single word descriptor, siege. Continuing the trend of our Chaos Legions, we have the Iron Warriors led by Primarch Perturabo of Olympia. To understand the Iron Warriors, though, one must first understand Perturabo. A man so bitter, coffee beans run for light. A man who hates the world and everyone in it, who never got recognition for his deeds, who hates his brothers and hates their accomplishments even more.
But why? Why hate on your brother so much? Like what? He's just cold. He's just like that.
Someone so laughably petty, so incredibly bitter that he goes full circle to becoming likable. Why?
Is he just that insecure? Like what's going on?
Because he's competent. The Horus Heresy. We didn't talk about the Horus Heresy.
Well, I know about Horus Heresy. I know how he was beloved. Everyone liked him. He was super beloved by the Emperor. And then, you know, he became a traitor. But like, what happened with the other guy?
Intermission.
Well, yeah, they all
So
have
Horus
daddy
was
issues.
the Emperor's favorite son, right? You know, so the Emperor walked into his room.
Yeah.
Horus said, Dad, I just gifted 150 subs to Amaranth, and she said my name a ton, and she loved me for it. I really think that I might get to meet her one day. And it
Keck.
kind of played out something like this.
Your feelings for her are not real. They are real to me!
Oh no! Not very supportive dad. Not a very supportive dad. Guys, of course, if you gift 150 subs to your favorite streamer, wink wink, then yeah, your streamer will love you, absolutely. They'll love you forever. You should gift 150 subs to my channel, yeah, absolutely.
It started playing out a little bit more like this.
Let the seas boil. Let the stars fall. Though it takes the last drop of my blood.
Yeah.
Oh.
So Iron Warriors, the Horus Heresy wouldn't have
So
gotten
anyway.
shit done without Peter Turbo. Imagine an entire faction that...
Faded, what the heck with the 100 gifted subs? Again! Faded! Faded! Yo, 150! That was a joke! Faded's like, you know what? Yeah, sure, I'll give 150 subs to my streamer!
It's the personification of brutal industrialism, where you serve the Legion until your dying breath. You build and you kill and you siege and you kill and you literally summon demons just to take them and trap them in machines and use them as cannon fodder. This is a thing they do. They summon demons to trap and use as shock troops. The Iron Warriors are siege warfare incarnate. They are heavy weapons, they are tanks, they are turrets, and they don't die. They hate Imperials, they hate Imperial fists.
Do you need a pacifier, Iron Baby? No! No, I don't!
They are bitter incarnate. Perturabo and the Iron Warriors don't serve the Chaos Gods because they like them. They serve them because fuck you.
Come on, guys, let's go.
Not another speeding ticket. I'll fight it in court, but I don't think they're gonna accept gotta go fast as a medical condition.
The White Scars.
Sonic.
Allegiance, Loyalist. Primarch, Jagatai Khan, a speed demon, a plane strider.
This guy's so cool, dude. We learned about him during our react video with Bricky, but like this guy is so freaking cool.
A roast god. Single word descriptor, speed. Hailing from Chagoris. The White Scars are all about speed. They love melee, but they love it even more when they are doing it from a motorcycle or land speeder. Or honestly, just running really damn fast. The White Scars are honestly forgotten about a lot, and that's lore accurate. They are a legion that doesn't seek the recognition or glory from the combat they engage in. They engage in it because it is their duty and because they love it. Not in the insane slaughter enjoyment of loving it, but in the thrill of the fight. They are known as the Laughing Killers because they ride into battle with a smile on their face and a chuckle in their throat. And as you can tell by their Primarch's name, they are Mongolian based. Remove horses and replace them with motorcycles and land spears, and that's your style. They are heavily based on the old times of Genghis Khan, and consider this is 40k and everybody's evil. You know, that fits. The White Scars are actually physical scars on their body, going back to their heritage on Chagoris. The Khan himself is kind of a dickhead, but a reasonable one. He thinks ahead, he's intelligent, he's patient. He is often underestimated because he doesn't scream his accomplishments from the rooftops, which is what makes him and the White Scars dangerous. His skills are kept at bay, only to be truly shown when the time is needed. The White Scars are a forgotten legion often, but that doesn't diminish their accomplishments. All it does is surprise those who
I love how his ponytail is just out of that mask. It looks so freaking cool.
underestimate them. Speed, awesome Mongolian vibe they got going on.
Yeah.
And if you really like to stab people, that's the White Scars for you. Shameless thirst break.
Do you get dehydrated a lot, need a drink that won't break the bank? Then you should get Gamersupps. They believe in traditional American values, like anime girl guys. It's caffeine-free and caffeinated in 2 kinds of tubs. Gamersupps improved my social life, and now I can stop seeing people in the mirror. Popular flavors include Guacamole Gamer Fart 9000, Sweet 6-Pack, Blowhole Blast, and Sploosh. Use discount ChaCha at checkout for 10% off. Stay hydrated, stay hydrated, stay hydrated.
This is dog.
Woof, 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 woof.
Space Wolves.
The Space Wolves.
These guys are
Allegiance,
cool.
Loyalist. Primarch, Leman Russ. A Viking, a savage.
Dude, Russ is kind of hot too, not even gonna lie. This is probably my favorite Legion.
The Undertaker. Single word descriptor. Wolf, 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 wolf.
Yeah.
There's so many goddamn
They're
wolf
cool.
units. Skater, how many units in the Space Wolves Codex have the word wolf in their name? The Space Wolves are the 6th Legion and hail from Fenris, a frozen wasteland of a world with their Primarch, Leman Russ. I don't really need to spend a whole lot of time talking about the Space Wolves because it's very obvious who they are. They are the 2nd most obvious what their shtick is legion in the 20 legions besides the World Eaters. When you look at the Space Wolves behind, what do you see?
Dude, they're like space Vikings, which I think is like the coolest freaking thing ever. Yeah, honestly, if I'm gonna find some kind of feral Kylo Ren, don't start with me. Don't start with me. But I think if I was trying to find like some feral Kylo Ren equivalent aggro man, it'd probably be in this legion. So I think that's why they're my favorite. Yeah.
You see Vikings in space? You've done it. Congratulations, you have found Vikings in space. But they have as much in common with a regular Marine as an all-day Viking with like a Roman soldier. You see, as a Space Marine, your body is so enhanced that you filter out poison, and so you can't get drunk. The Space Wolves distill a special mead out of a horrible poisonous plant that would kill a normal human so they could get drunk. They have fangs in their mouths. They sometimes cannibalize their enemies. Sometimes they eat people because they gain knowledge about them from there and about battle plans. The Space Wolves are savages. They're raiders. They're Vikings. But despite all of this, they are loyal to their core. Leman Russ is an egotistical guy who just shouts stories and tales of his accomplishments everywhere they can. But at the same time, he was so damn loyal that instead of gunning down his foes, he hit him with a fucking backbreaker.
Dude, I freaking love that for him. Like, okay, like, so what? He's got, like, the ego the size of Mars. Like, that doesn't matter. If he's loyal and freaking Abade, like, dude, all power to you. He deserves that ego.
Show his devotion to wrestling. If you want Vikings in space, you found it. Play the Vikings in space.
We're gonna build the wall. We have no choice. We have no choice.
Build that wall. Why build that Trump wall. On here?
Build that wall.
I'm dying.
The Imperial Fists. Allegiance, Loyalist. Primarch, Rogel Dorn. A builder, a
He's another cool one too.
phalanx, and he needs a hand. Single word descriptor, fortify. The Imperial Fists are led by Primarch Rogel Dorn on their homeworld of Inuit. However, they themselves are actually a fleet-based chapter, with their main source of recruitment coming from an enormous moon-sized ship called the Phalanx. The Fists are a chapter you think of when you think of duty. They love to serve. The love to serve and the inability to be moved. Rogel Dorn is an architect, a master builder, and basically a rock in brain and body. A lack of humor or ability to lie shows that he is as blunt as the weapons of war he creates.
It's time to make the Imperium great again. No, honestly, now it makes sense why he used the Donald Trump meme. That's hilarious.
It's not the swords he makes, but like blunt, strong weapons. The Fists are the same. Take your archetypical American Marine style look, a buzz cut, a hard sense of duty, and then throw in some power armor and a love for building defenses, and you have the Imperial Fists. They are immovable. When you find a spot, they're ready to defend. You can't breach them. Their knowledge of defensive warfare is paramount. Without them, the Horus Heresy would have been so much more effective, but thanks to their insane and immovable tenacity, the Imperium lives today. And let's not forget that Iron Warrior and Imperial Fist rivalry. Want to know why the Iron Warriors are so bitter? These guys are the reason why.
Hey, guys! Bring the thing!
What thing?
Where is he going?
Uh-oh, 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 big Pinor.
Hey! Hey, that could have killed me! Hey, guys! We missed! Get another!
Dorn and Perturabo are basically two sides of the same coin. One is just a bit more level-headed and got better jobs. If you want to be defensive, to be good at everything Space Marines are good at, bolters, heavy weapons, vehicles, you want a classic military fighting force, start fisting.
I am having it.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Start fisting! Is that going to be the campaign slogan for, like, this Legion of the Imperium? Start fisting today.
A very bad day. This, today, is one of the worst days.
Oh boy. Oh boy, here we go. The
one.
Night Lords. Allegiance, heretic. Primarch, Conrad Kurz. A sadist, a vigilante, depresso espresso. Single word, fear. The Night Lords are my favorite legion, hailing from Nostromo and their Primarch, Conrad Kurz.
Okay, Conrad, let's go. I think I like this one too.
They are a traitor legion from a planet
The emo Marines, dude. I know, is that like vampire Kylo Ren? Help.
Known as the Sunless World or the World of Endless Night. Nostromo is a horrible hive city that is known for being host to some of the worst gang violence, murder, and working conditions around. The only thing keeping the population in check is the suicide rate. The Night Lords followed in the footsteps of their Primarch, a man who believed in a twisted sense of justice and that the only way to make humans compliant is through fear. The Legion's lesson has been lost on them, as their ranks were repopulated by gang members, murderers, arsonists, torturers, and other words I can't say on YouTube, as young as 12 years old. Murderers before they were even teenagers, raised to become demigods. Now, fear is what they sow and flesh is what they reap. The Night Lords are scum. They are the exact opposite of all other legions. They torture and they maim and they flay because they think it's fun. They run away often so they can come back and kill you with more numbers. They prey on the innocent and the weak. They kill normal civilians because it's easy and flee any battle where they don't possess overwhelming odds. They are the antithesis of normal Space Marines. They are scum. One time, a world did not comply to their demands, so they raided one of their ships and brought it into atmosphere. The crowds cheered and clapped as it appears that they had won the battle. And the airlocks opened, and the skinned and flayed bodies of the crew were thrown down in the populace. In other words,
it's raining men!
A legion of gangers and criminals. Add together a heavy Slavic influence to them, and you've got my favorite faction.
You have not done the dishes for 5 years. So embarrassed when people come over here.
What does it matter? You bring them over, you kill them. Vampires don't do dishes.
The Blood Angels. Allegiance, loyal. Primarch, sanguineous,
Yeah,
an
sanguineous.
angel, a vampire, a dead mother. Single word descriptor: blood. The Blood Angels are 9th Legion, hailing from the homeworld of Baal with their Primarch Sanguinius. The Blood Angels are a tragic tale with one of the best Primarchs, one beloved by almost everybody, a genuine angelic figure who led his people to glory, killed by the hands of the traitor Horus before the Emperor's eyes. The death of their Primarch led the entire Legion to madness as their gene seed malfunctioned and created something known as the Black Rage. The Blood Angels degrade over time, experiencing something called the Red Thirst, which gives them a genuine vampiric thirst for blood. As their minds degrade and break down, they get angrier and angrier, becoming berserk killing machines with no other goal than to tear everything in sight apart. But they don't see it as that. They see themselves there, at their Primarch's demise, with Horus in sight. And to them, it's time for vengeance. That Space Marine over there, that Chaos Space Marine, that's kill him. That Orc War Boss over there?
No, that's interesting. Wait, no, I didn't realize that that's what they did. Like, it's basically the Matadors, you know, with the red capes and everything. And you've got the bulls, and they literally see red, and all they do is like pinpoint on that red. You know, these guys, you know, are taking the blood in, and they're like, dude, everything goes away, and the enemy is Horus. I am getting vengeance for my daddy. That's pretty cool.
Horus, kill him. That Tyranid swarm, 1,000 Horuses. Fry, kill them all. Did your toast come out a little bit burnt? Horus sabotaged your toaster. Destroy the toaster. Destroy it. Do it. Kill your toaster. Do it. This slow, debilitating disease takes over the Blood Angels, and it gives them this angelic, vampire, and Catholic-inspired imagery. They have chalices of blood. They rest in coffins and can even use psychic powers to sprout angel wings from their bodies. They are a tragedy through and through, and the only thing that will look more tragic are the mangled bodies of those they come in contact with.
I got a diesel engine.
Iron Hands.
We're gonna take your job.
Yeah, weaponized schizophrenia
The
for the
Iron
win.
Hands. Allegiance, loyalist. Primarch, Ferrus Manus, a machinist, an inventor, and not a great head on his shoulders. Single word, bionics. The Iron Hands are from the home planet of Medusa and their Primarch, Ferrus Manus. Does Ferrus Manus have an iron hand? You fucking know he's got an iron hand. The Iron Hands believe that the flesh is weakness. But despite all of their enhancements, despite all the things that made them
Cyborg
demigods,
enhancements.
replacing some of the flesh with bionics will allow them to serve the Emperor more. They go hard into vehicles and dreadnoughts. Dreadnoughts being giant walking sarcophagi that have wounded Space Marines piloting them from the inside. Vehicles, metal upgrades. These are the things that make up this legion. Their tech marines have servo arms sticking out from all directions. They have a wide array of mechanics and extremely often replace limbs with metal ones, serving all kinds of different functions to deal with their enemies. The Iron Hands are also not particularly nice. They're kind of assholes. I mean, Marines are already normally pretty big assholes, but they're a little bit up there because of their flesh, civilians made of flesh, because you see, the flesh is weak. Flesh is corruptible. Bionics, the strength of the machine is pure and cannot so easily be corrupted. So if you want people who have this little techno fetishistic vibe to them, that love their vehicles and their walking coffins, hit up the Iron Hands.
Understand, Commander, I was never here.
Another
Legion
one.
11.
Oh no, is this another one that's all gone? Oh no.
Why, hello there. I have returned from touching grass. I know. I'm pretty cool with the grass touching. And
They did
now let's
something
continue
bad?
our Warhammer lecture.
This ruffles my jammies.
What happened to 11?
Okay, so what's going on here? I am a super sandwich.
The
They're
World
gonzo.
Leaders. Allegiance, Heretic. Primarch, Angron. A butcher, a slaughterer.
Like extremely, earth-shatteringly, unreasonably fuck-ass mad.
Single word descriptor, anger. Hey you. Yeah, you. Are you mad? Do you just fucking hate everything? Do you want to murder everything in sight and get rewarded for doing so? Then you should join the World Eaters, home planet of Nuceria and Primarch Angron, who, if the name didn't suggest, is real fucking angry. Angron was raised a slave, forced to fight in gladiator pits. When he refused, they shoved old world tech into his brain so that if he ever felt any emotion other than anger, it caused him extreme pain. All his sons, wanting to be like their dad, also put a version of these nails in their brain. So now you have an entire legion who literally feel unimaginable pain if they are feeling any emotion other than anger. Slap them with a freight train of armor, 2 goddamn chainsaw axes, and you can see what's gonna happen. It's no wonder they're corrupted by corn. They're honestly a surprisingly sad legion that I actually screwed up in assuming that they were all just angry.
What has the Midwest done to these Space Marines? What has the corn done?
Murderers. I mean, they are. But they didn't start out that way. Their corn corruption degraded their intelligence, their free will, and made powerful warriors into arguably even more powerful.
Oh, corn. Khorne. The god of war and blood. Okay, I was thinking like, man, the Midwest really did the Space Marines dirty, dude.
Powerful warriors, but blunt, like frothing at the mouth psycho warriors. The World Eaters, like I mentioned, the Space Wolves, they wear their concept on their sleeve. They are angry, they want to kill things, they want to kill you, and maybe some of their friends. And that's the faction. They're red, they're mad, they're gonna run at you and cause death. If you like that, you play the World Eaters. Or you like it because they were, you know, at one point a lot better than that. Most of Warhammer was a lot better than that. I was once a lot better than that. That was when I was in college. I didn't finish college, and neither did Angron.
It's okay not to finish college, by the way. That is totally fine. Do what you love, do what you like. Find something you're passionate about and do it. That's my mom advice for the stream.
Hail Caesar. It's not done by sunrise, I'll cut your balls off.
The Ultramarines. Allegiance, Loyalists. Primarch, Rabute Gilliman. That's how it's said. An analyst, a diplomat, a blueberry Boy Scout.
A blueberry Boy Scout?
Single word descriptor, duty. When you see Space Marines on a box or just Space Marines in promotional material, notice how they are always colored blue. These are the blue Space Marines. These ones here, the Ultramarines, who hail from the world of Macrog with their Primarch, Rabute Gorilla Man. Ultramarines are the white bread of Space Marines, the grilled chicken with salt and...
Oh my gosh, I found the Midwest Space Marines. These are the good boys. These are the Boy Scouts.
Pepper. This is by no means an insult. They are plain Jane, but that's also because they are so goddamn good at their job. Their skill for warfare is paramount, but so is their ability for leadership. Gilliman for a while was a damn boring Primarch for all the reasons he was great, because no matter how hard you try, you don't win a war without logistics, without supply lines, without trade routes, without infrastructure and economy. You don't win anything without all that stuff, and Gilliman knows it, which is why he has one of the largest standing empires in the Imperium, named Ultramar, which is why his sons are the most recognizable of all the Space Marines, which is why the only thing that rivals the weight of their victories is the weight of their egos. They are good at everything and bad at nothing. They are great at everything. Other legions can do other things better than them, but they are good at everything. The most interesting thing about the Ultramarines is their characters, as they are all now inflicted with various amounts of Ultra depression for many reasons. Gilliman is, at the time of recording, the only playable Primarch currently on the tabletop, and the only one that has returned to the 41st millennium for the Loyalist side. He took one look at what his empire has become and immediately wanted to fucking die. Being forced to lead everything he once hated, an Imperium rotten to its core with his sole responsibility to save it, is kind of what makes him interesting. They are a perfectly standard legion with perfectly standard ideals, and great if you want a simple...
I'm sorry, I have to address this. Hi, Daunted. This is your... Danted? Is that your name? This is the first message you ever say in my chat, and this is the most out-of-pocket question I've had during a React video. How about sleeping with women? How are they in the bedroom? I wouldn't know. I've never slept with a woman. You know, that's a great question. That's hilarious. I don't know. Someone else would have to chime in for that answer. I had to answer that question. I felt like it was pertinent. I felt like it was important to you. So I just wanted to reach out and let you know what I thought about that question. Anyway, we're gonna continue.
Full clean slate.
Uh-oh, stinky, funny poop, poop funny, woo!
The Death Guard. Allegiance, heretic. Primarch, Mortarion. A reaper, a poison, an ungodly stench. Single word descriptor, rot. The Death Guard hail from Barbaros, with the Primarch Mortarion. The 14th Legion were known for their incredible resilience to damage.
That's a lot of damage.
Where the Imperial Fists were defensive thanks to tactics and posturing, the Death Guard were resilient because they could take a punch or a gut shot or a cannon to the chest and just keep on moving. They are slow, yet they are resistant, which was only confounded as a Death Guard captain, Typhus, codename Dickhead, sold them out to Nurgle, god of rot and decay. Now, the Death Guard are a Nurgle-worshipping infected legion whose ability to feel pain and take damage has all but just gone away. They wade through gunfire, able to kill normal Marines 10 times over and continue unharmed, all while spreading rot and disease in the name of their dark, very stinky master. Where the Death Guard enter, plague spreads. People get sick and they die. They spread debilitating disease to all around them. Why would a legion need to be anything more than very tanky when their enemies are falling over, puking, firing out of both ends, and having their skin peel off just by their presence? Entire worlds infested with a zombie rot, swarms of insects that eat flesh and metal alike, all while the legion advances slowly, painfully, allowing the disease they spread to take its toll before they reap the lives they believe belong to them. And look at Mortarion's model, dude. The man is baller as fuck. A gigantic moth with a gigantic scythe. Come on now. The Death Guard.
For my next trick!
This guy's the nerd.
Kill myself.
The Thousand Sons. Allegiance, heretic. Primarch, Magnus the Red, a scholar.
Yeah, Magnus is a nerd. At least that's what Aurelia calls him. A big fat bookworm nerd. He's a nerd. Yeah.
A sorcerer, a nerd. Single word descriptor, magic. The Thousand Sons hail from their homeworld of Prospero, with their Primarch Magnus the Red. The final of our 4 major Chaos God factions, the Thousand Sons are disciples of Tzeentch, the Changer of Ways. Heavily inspired by their Egyptian theming, the Legion themselves are slaves to the god of trickery and change. Most of them no longer even having a physical form, reduced to just dust, piloting suits of armor at the whim of a sorcerer leader. The Thousand Sons do not deserve their fate. There's a common joke that Magnus did nothing wrong. This is untrue. He has done much wrong. However, he is very sympathetic.
I love that my chat was like, he did nothing wrong. He did nothing wrong. He did nothing wrong. And Bricky's like, he did a lot of things wrong. And my chat is like, no, he did nothing wrong.
Mainly because the Space Wolves and Leman Russ sought to end their rivalry through the annihilation of their legion, escaping only through the assistance of the Changer of Ways, and forever changed because of it. Meanwhile, magic is their main tool. Take some Lovecraftian style abilities, the eyes everywhere, and potent spells to be cast at their foes, whether these are bolts of psychic lightning, reversing time itself, opening up portals to unreality, or changing the very fabric of the universe. The Thousand Sons sorcery knows no bounds, and they are very good at it. If you're a fan of like wizards, your classic style of spellcaster, and you want a ton of them, combined with a tragic backstory and a Primarch who, like Mortarion, looks fucking baller, the Thousand Sons are for you.
Magnus did nothing wrong. I told him to do nothing, and he did it wrong. The Emperor. Volander's like, Magnus did nothing wrong. He was told to do nothing, and he did that wrong. That's crazy. That's crazy, man.
Works at Nintendo!
The Sons of Horus, or the Luna Wolves, or the Black Legion. Allegiance, heretic. Primarch, Horus, a warlord, a treasured friend, or the traitor himself. Single word descriptor, assault.
Wow.
The Sons of Horus are the formal name of Horus's legion, hailing from the world of Chthoniya. The Sons of
It blew
Horus
up.
themselves were assault troops. The
Oh no. Goodbye, Alderaan. Goodbye.
strength of their attack was some of the most powerful in the legions. While the White Scars may favor speed for their strikes, the Sons of Horus were known for their overall offensive power. It was even said that if the Sons of Horus met the Imperial Fists, they would be at a stalemate for eternity. However, the Sons of Horus are no longer because, well...
Well, yeah, he got kiboshed.
They are now instead the Black Legion, led by Abaddon the Despoiler, who claims to succeed where his father failed. The Black Legion are still an offensive and assault-based force, but they act much like the Ultramarines, but for chaos. Your standard black
Ultra
and
deleted,
brass
yeah.
Space Marine, who are known for recruiting in all different kinds of avenues. Anyone can become a member of the Black Legion. Anyone can swear allegiance to the War Master. You gain favored by not just one, but all four gods equally. Their famous line, "Let the galaxy burn," is the best way to describe them. It doesn't matter what the outcome is. So long as the Imperium dies, the Black Legion has done its job. They are a legion formed from hatred and spite, with a clear goal in mind, as the Dark Gods are calling, and the Black Legion are sure to answer.
They poach traitor Marines from warbands of any traitor legion. That's crazy. Wait, are there any traitor legions that they don't associate with, kind of like North Korea? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, with the no, but like let's be real, like current events right now. Everyone is like, war, war, war. Not you, Kim, not you. You go play in the corner with your little nukes by yourself. No one likes you, Kim. No one likes you. You know what I mean? Like, is it kind of like that? Nothing like that? Nothing? No? Probably Alpha Legion. Wait, there is a Legion that they exclude? Really? The Alpha Legion? Really? Okay, so there is like a Kim, there is a North Korea for this too, really? That is so funny, man.
Hello. Do you have a moment to talk about our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ?
No.
It wasn't fucking optional!
The Word Bearers. Allegiance, heretic. Primarch, Lorgar Aurelian. A preacher. A fanatic. A choir boy. Single word descriptor? Zeal. If the Black Legion answer the call of the Dark Gods, what if instead you decide to call the gods first? Well, then the Word Bearers are for you. The 17th Legion, led by Primarch Lorgar on the planet of Colchis. Originally obsessed with worshipping the Emperor of Mankind as a god, they found that despite his divinity, he was not worthy of worship because, you know, he raised their equivalent of Jerusalem to the ground for daring to worship him. Like, could you imagine if God actually showed up and was just like, Jerusalem is stupid, it just destroyed the whole thing? Like, what would that do to your head? But there are gods that want worship and will reward those who do. The Word Bearers are chaos worshippers to a T. All chaos gods. They specialize in demonic rituals, the summoning of demons, and the mutual
What was that, a chocobo?
possession of their own troops. They welcome demons to their bodies to fight as one. They exalt the dark gods themselves for aid, and guess what? They answer. In the world of 40K, Satan doesn't just call
Let's summon demons. Why is this activities for children?
you back. He hops in his GT Mustang and he crashes on your couch. In the world of 40K, your rituals will end with genuine results. The Word Bearers know this. They know through sacrifices, through devotion, through dark baptism, the gods will answer and they will be rewarded. So they use it. They bring forth demons. They bring forth possessions. They bring forth the power of the neverborn, the damned, and those that hide in the dark to bear against the Imperium. Lorgar sits there, smiling, as the truth he always knew, the existence of gods and the importance of faith is a reality. And it is a tool he is using to rend the galaxy.
Dear Sir Stroke Madam, fire! Exclamation mark. Fire! Exclamation mark. Help me!
The Salamanders. Allegiance, loyalist. Primarch, Vulcan, a forge master, a behemoth, a very huggy boy. Single word descriptor, fire. The salamanders hail from Nocturne, a volcanic planet home to their Primarch Vulcan. They are the largest of the Space Marines, not due to numbers, but rather size. Vulcan, he is an enormous slab of beef, by far the largest of all the Primarchs.
He's a big, big boy. I remember Aurelia telling me that he was a big boy.
His size fool you, as he is also the kindest. Salamanders have the
I wish he had cool hair. I'm gonna be honest. I think if Vulcan had like really pretty long hair, I'd say smash.
The position of looking frightening, being larger than other Marines while also boasting.
Wait, he has hair on this one. Did he go to a med spa and get like hair implants? Like, how did that work?
An ashy, like coal color skin and blaze.
Wait, is that one of his sons? Okay, then one of his sons then. Yeah.
Red eyes, while simultaneously carrying around all manner of flame weaponry. So your average civilian might be spooked, but in reality, they are by far the kindest of all the legions to those civilians. Vulcan believes that to safeguard the Imperium is to, at the end of the day, safeguard its people. So unlike other legions who put their lives far and above the average human, the Salamanders spend significantly more time trying to save them, often taking numerous losses by doing so. They are very independent as well. They're forgers and blacksmiths, maintaining their own weapons and crafting versions of it. They also have the very rare privilege of being able to see their families even after becoming a Space Marine. They care, which is the funny part, because the 7.5-foot tall giant with flaming red eyes who just reduced a traitor to bubbling metal says, "You have nothing to fear, young citizen. Take my hand." If you enjoy fire, melting things, and being the nicer of the Marines, Salamanders are for you.
Raven Guard.
Sneak attack! Saga, sneak attacks don't work if you yell it out loud.
The Raven Guard. Allegiance, loyalist. Primarch, Corvus Corax. A raven, a shadow, an industrial
I like
dance
this guy too.
DJ. Single word descriptor, stealth. The Raven Guard are the final loyalist legion at 19 and hail from the planet Deliverance with Primarch Corvus Corax. If it hasn't been made clear enough already, the Raven Guard are stealth specialists and proficient in all manners of assassination. Despite this, their signature winged jump pack and double lightning claw look is, well, not very stealthy. They are named after, of course, the Raven and embody the entire concept of it as a herald of death. They are stealthy, patient hunters that have no problem with waiting and waiting and waiting until the moment to strike is at hand. It's not easy being a stealth faction when your stealth involves people in 1 ton of power armor, but they find a way. That, more than anything, should not be used to show how ridiculous 40k is, even though it is, but rather to show how good the Raven Guard are at their jobs. It's not about them sneaking around you without being seen, but it's also about them having lied in wait for so
Dude, this is such a cool faction, dude. This is a cool faction.
long that it wasn't until they were in striking distance that you even realized they had been there. And also, if you want, edgelord Marines with a long black haircut, pale skin, ravens everywhere, if you want to field assassins and snipers abound, then the Raven Guard are for you.
It could be.
Okay, I guess maybe I'm joining Raven Guard then. I want the edgelords. I want the edgelords, dude. I want them. Yes.
In this very room, it could be you. It could be me. It could even be. Whoa! What? It was obvious.
The Alpha Legion. Allegiance, heretic. Primarch, Alfarius, and Omegon. Saboteurs,
twins.
destabilizers, they're in your walls. Single word descriptor, espionage. Finally, the 20th Legion.
That's a really fun suit. What the heck? I love the aesthetics of that. Say what you will about Warhammer, I think that they have such aesthetically pleasing suits, dude.
Alpha Legion, led by Alfarius and
Another
Omegon.
one.
The
This
only
one's so
legion
cool.
to have 2 Primarchs who were split as twins. The Alpha Legion are heretical, we think, and specialize in destabilization of society and armies. Their entire shtick is the Hydra, because when you cut off one head, 2 more take its place. All of the Alpha Legion look exactly like their Primarch. Olive skin, shaved head. All claim to be
Okay, but the tattoos are so cool, dude.
Alfarius. All are liars. They make the largest use of sleeper cells and cultists in the Chaos Space Marine factions because it's extremely easy to take over a planet when you've
Poisoned our water supply, burned our crops, and delivered a plague unto our houses!
Where the Raven Guard use stealth and sabotage to eliminate their enemies, the Alpha Legion prefer to weaken them over time with sleeper agents, impersonations, basically anything you can imagine from a hardcore spy movie or Cold War level espionage. Being Alfarius is not only an honor, being Alfarius is a requirement. There's a story of someone chasing down an Alpha Legion agent for years upon years, and when they finally catch up with them and they see that the agent is wearing the same face as their pursuer, because this was the plan all along, to kill him and take his spot. We're talking facial reconstruction surgery, we're talking hacking, we're talking political assassination and impersonation, everything. They are Space Marine.
I love, like, political espionage, though. Like, I know, you guys already know that I love Star Wars. I write Star Wars smut all the time. But, what was the show? From freaking Star Wars. Andor, thank you. Andor? An amazing political espionage. If you're not like typically into Star Wars itself and you're just not into like war, wizard, space, sorcerer, wizard, whatever stuff, Andor is a really fun like political espionage show. Anyway.
In name only, because being a strong stoic warrior is not what the Alpha Legion is interested in. In fact, the Alpha Legion is interested in you not even knowing that the Alpha Legion is a thing. I am Alfarius. You are Alfarius. We are all Alfarius in his Lord's glorious army. Thank you everyone so much for watching this video. I hope you learned a little something. I hope if you were on the fence about what Space Marines you wanted to field, you would now have a better idea.
Fulgrim is still hot, though. Like, I'm gonna be real. Fulgrim is still hot. He's still a hottie hot pants. Would take off his pants. And he's still great. I still like Fulgrim a lot. But I think out of all of them, Raven Guard, dude. Yeah.
Of what you want to play. Buy my Gamersupps shaker. It's on sale. It's on pre-order. It's ready to go. Just get it. Just get it. Use
Even as a
bricky.
snack?
It's in the description. Just get it.
Even
and a
as a
huge
snack.
thank you to all of my patrons over on patreon.com/bricky and the members on the YouTube channel. Your names are here. I thank you a ton. You are all very generous. And I need to answer a question. Have you ever attempted to touch grass but end up touching
ChaCha is a scaly confirmed. Thanks, Tubes.
the Destiny 2 loading screen? Oh, damn it.
Meanwhile, for anyone who watched until the end of the video over on YouTube, tell me your favorite Space Marine Legion in the comments below.